All righty. Five, four, three, two, one. Five, four, three, two, one. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We are here for Tips for Tuesday, and I am your host, Elisha, head photographer, custom creation photography. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just getting some stuff together. Head, head photographer of custom creation photography, and also your host each and every Wednesday, God willing. We come here for Tip for Tuesday, or what I call Tuesday Night Live. And welcome to our show for Tuesday. This Tuesday, we are here in January 2025. I am here in the great city of Atlanta, and we are experiencing another snowstorm. Now, I wasn't here for the previous snowstorm because I was in Ohio at the time because I was at the in Ohio because my mom passed away, and so we were burying my mom. But guess what was all up in there? Snow and plenty of it. So here we are, still in January, and guess what we have? Snow. So today, I was able to get on the road. I left work early, okay, to get on the road, but it was coming down pretty. So by the time I got around the corner from the house, I actually slipped a little bit on the road. And I just don't play a lot when it comes to these kind of adverse weather conditions because it can be very dangerous, especially with snow. It is pretty and stuff like that, but I will tell you it can be very dangerous driving on the roads and different things like that. Your brakes are not going to save you. So just be cautious and careful out there if you are traveling out there. I just want to, pray that you get home safely. Just be safe out there, okay? But yeah, we're coming for another live show. Well, it's not really necessarily live to you, but it's live when I'm recording this, okay? And I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about on today's show. And again, it just came to me. And the topic that came to me was getting back to the basics. And I was thinking about myself and just things that I have not been doing but brings me joy. Like I am a crafter. I love crafting. I love taking my hands and making different things like that. So, my crafting can be painting, um, coloring, making any type of paper crafts, or just coming up with any type of thing that I just enjoy making. And if I could give away handcrafted things, I try to do that. But it has been so long since I've been able to kind of just sit with myself and do some projects like just just projects that make me happy. Passion projects is what I call them. I know in 2020 during the pandemic, when everybody was home and things were much slower and stuff like that, I had came up with some artwork that I called Twisted Sister Art, and I start making these different art pieces, and they were inspired by Black women and our hair and different things like that. So they were like faceless women with just different hairstyles. And I mean, it has brought me a lot of joy. It brought me a lot of joy doing those art pieces and different things like that. So I was just thinking to myself, I love writing, I love journaling. I have just some things that I want to do that I really, really, really just need to sit down with myself and just take the time out and get back to my passion projects. Get back to those passion projects. So, today's topic today is about 5 tips on getting back to the basics. 5 tips on getting back to the basics to rediscover your joy and fulfillment. So, again, like I tell you from week to week, if you've been following me, I'm talking to myself a lot of times with these things. And so I want to get back to those basics and begin those passion projects, things that really make my heart sing and I like to share with others. Okay. So, tip number one is make a list of what brings you joy. Make a list of those things that make bring you joy. And like I shared with you before, you know, I have several things. I have my crafts that I like. I am a photographer by trade, but I love photography. I love doing projects. I love coming up with concepts. I love doing events that inspire. I love doing certain things. So those are, I have to get back in the flow of that love, those passion projects, because it just brings about a joy within myself. So make a list of what brings you joy. Okay. And as you've heard me talking, you can see me smiling. I'm just sharing those things with you that I get joy out of. Okay, so take a moment to jot down the activities you love but have put aside, such as my crafting, my painting, my party planning, photography, and anything else that lights you up. Okay? Seeing it written down makes it real and reminds you of why you love those things. And a lot of times, even with my stuff, even in my little corner where I record this show, I have things that I love around me. I have things that I love around me. I love little trinkets and different things like that. It brings me joy and it makes me happy. So I love looking at those things. I love having them with me from my disco ball. I love cameras and different things like that. I love seeing my work. So you'll see my banner of my work, and some of my client work and different things like that. I love those things. So I like to surround myself also with the things I love. Okay. Number two, schedule time for your hobbies. Now, this is something I know for me personally, I need to definitely start doing. I don't know if it's every other Wednesday or different things. I don't know, Thursday or whenever I have the time, I need to schedule those times for my hobbies. I need to get back. Once again, I'm just going to use the words get back to the basics. Treat your hobbies like important appointments. I'm talking to you, Alicia. I'm talking to you, girl. Treat your hobbies like important appointments. Block out time on your calendar for crafting, painting, and doing those things that make you happy or bring you happiness. Even if it's 30 minutes a week, that can make a difference. Okay? Number three, start small and keep it simple. And when I say start small, even with that 30 minutes a week, I mean, that's starting small and keep it simple. Ease back into your hobby by just starting small. Pick one project or activity to focus on at a time so you don't feel overwhelmed. Because me personally, like I told you, I like all my stuff around me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all my stuff with me, but it's not like I'm making time to do these things. And then I got all these things. It's like, well, when are you going to get to this stuff? I don't know. So again, pick one project or activity, focus on it at a time so it doesn't feel overwhelmed, as well as the goal is to enjoy the process, not add stress. Okay? Not that oh my God, I got to do this. Okay? Number four, share your passions with others. That's just one of the joys. I enjoy doing stuff. So when I was doing my artwork, especially with my Twisted Sister art, I love taking a picture of my artwork and sharing it on social media. And I would make up little things like, hey girl, like she's talking or whatever, hey, she's a fly girl and just some different things like that. So I love sharing whatever I'm working on. I love sharing whatever I'm working on. So that just brings me to this is a total side note. I have an Etsy shop and recently I've had a couple orders. I don't forget that I have a shop, but I haven't been doing customized orders in a long time. But I do have a shop. I do have items in there where it allows me to create party supplies, customized party supplies for clients. And so with this particular order, I have one back to back. I have an all access VIP party collection that I do. It is Chris Brown expired. And I got an order. And actually, when I got the order, I was like, oh my God, really? And in doing these orders, which I end up having back to back orders, in doing them, I realized that's when it brought me back. I need to get back to the basics, because when I began selling these items and different things like that, it was a thing about my crafting. It was scissors and glue and cutting and creating. It just, when I start doing these orders and processing them and getting them ready to ship to my clients and stuff, it brought back all the joy that I have in creating, in using my hands and cutting and different things like that. And for years, I sold these party supplies for years, years, years. You can Google me up, okay? You can Google up my stuff, because one thing I do is I share my passion with others. So when I was custom creation, photography, and celebration decor. Okay, so I used to do celebration decor, and I would share all my stuff online. My stuff is all over the internet, actually. I have a blogs. I have never deleted pictures from my Facebook page or anything. You can follow all those things, and you can see all the old projects that I've done, because one thing about it, I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm going to share it. Okay? I suggest you share your passion with others as well. That's why I've always kept a blog. I've always kept a blog, and even right now, it's just coming up in me again to make sure. That's why my phone is full of pictures as well, because I need to make sure that I'm sharing these things. And I don't, it's not even about somebody else, it's about me. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a journal of the things I do. Okay? All right, so share your passion with others. Combine what you love with connection. Host, you can, if you want to, you can host a painting party, you can plan small gatherings, or share your photography on social media. And it's talking to me. Bringing others into creative world can make it even more fulfilling. So sharing these things for me is it's more fulfilling to me. Just kind of just sharing my work. Okay. Number 5 is let's go of perfection. Remember, these activities are for you, okay? And it's not about perfection or productivity, it's about the joy that it brings. Embrace the imperfections and enjoy the journey of rediscovering what makes you happy. These tips are here to inspire you to prioritize what matters most and infuse more happiness into your daily life. Again, my name is Elisha. I'm coming to you for Tips for Tuesday. This Tuesday's tips are getting back to the basics, okay? Getting back to the simple joys in life. And I'm just going to go over these one more time. Number 1, make a list of what brings you joy. Number 2, schedule time for your hobbies. Number 3, start small and keep it simple. I love that. Start small and keep it simple. Number 4, share your passions with others. And number 5, let go of perfection. Once again, I'm your girl Alicia coming to you for this Tuesday Nights Live. And listen, make sure y'all tune in with me. Each and every Tuesday, I'm coming to bring some tips, some inspiration, and different things like that. So not only is it talking to me and helping me, I hope it's helping you as well. As Also, I have recently published our manifestation manual. It is perfect. Um, uh, Way to manifest write down your goals and manifest the life that you want. Listen, it is a $1.99 download. It is a ebook guide or electronic guide that you can download right from our website, and you can start planning the life of your dreams tonight. Okay? So anyway, support your girl by grabbing you a copy of the manifestation manual. And as always, listen, there's more to come. See you, God willing, next week. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.